Bali, the Vaanar king, had the strength of 1,000 elephants. And Lord Brahma had given him a boon because of which, whenever he stepped into battle with anyone, half of the power of his opponent will be transferred to him. So he was literally invincible. But what happened when Lord Hanuman and Bali fought each other? It's insanely interesting. I'm sure you all know Hanuman Ji helped Lord Rama in Ramayana to defeat the demon Lord Ravana. Hanuman Ji is revered by many, millions and millions, including me. Bali had become extremely arrogant because of his strength and his invincibility. He had already had so much strength, the strength of 1,000 elephants, plus Brahma. Lord Brahma gave him a boon that whenever anybody who was going to fight him looked into his eyes, 50% of that person's power would come into Bali. So he was free to do anything, to the extent that once Bali and Ravan fought. And you know what? Bali caught Ravan under his arm and kept him like that for 6 months until Ravan gave up. So he was seriously powerful. So in his power-drunk state, he would go around challenging everybody, saying that nobody on earth could defeat him. Nobody could defeat him. He was invincible. He was in a belligerent mood one day and he was in a forest. He walked into it and he was generally shouting and being rude and unruly and telling anybody that, is there anybody who can challenge me to a fight? And purely by chance, Lord Hanuman was in that same forest meditating on Lord Rama. He was sitting in his meditation posture and doing dhyan on Lord Rama, meditating on Lord Rama. And when Bali was creating all this ruckus, for some time Hanumanji didn't bother, he just kept his meditation on. But when the ruckus became a lot, he got disturbed and he got up and he came out of where he was sitting and then he went to Bali and he said, please don't make such a big ruckus. I am meditating on Lord Rama. Bali immediately got very angry. He looked at Lord Hanuman and said, what do you mean you are meditating? I am Bali. I challenge you to fight me. Hanumanji said, no, I am not interested in fighting you or anything. I have to just do my meditation on Lord Rama and you please be quiet and go away. Bali said, Lord Rama, I will crush him under my feet. As soon as Bali said something about Lord Rama, Hanumanji became angry. And suddenly the earth started to shake because he was getting angry. No, Hanumanji could not take an insult on Lord Rama. He loved Lord Rama with all his heart, soul, everything. So he could not take that insult, that someone is insulting his Lord Rama. And he became so angry that the earth started to shake, the wind picked up and there was lightning. And he said, you want to fight me? Let us fight. And a tremendous heat started to come out from Hanumanji's body. Bali he didn't care at all. He was waiting to defeat and crush Hanumanji. But just then Lord Brahma appeared and Lord Brahma came to Hanumanji and said, no, don't fight Hanumanji. Why do you want to fight? Then Hanumanji said, Lord Brahma, I want to listen to you. But Bali has insulted Lord Rama and if I don't fight, it will be like I'm betraying my Lord Rama. That is not going to be possible. I have to fight. Then Lord Brahma said, all right. You fight with Bali, but don't do it right now. Do it tomorrow in front of kings and personages in the presence of other people so that they can see this fight, and let it be in the fortress of Bali's fortress. Let everybody be there. Do it tomorrow. So Hanumanji said, fine, I am fine with that. And Bali also agreed and he was still belligerent. He said, I'll see you tomorrow, Hanuman. I will beat you and this and that. Hanumanji was calm. He said, fine, I will come at daybreak tomorrow and we will fight wherever you want me to. I'll come to your fortress. The next day, Hanumanji started out for Bali's fortress to fight him. Just as he was about to begin, Lord Brahma appeared again and he said, Hanuman, don't take all your power with you. Take only 10%. And to the one you revere, Lord Rama, deposit 90% of your power with him. Let it be with him. And once your battle is done, you come back and reclaim that power. And while meditating in the forest, Hanumanji had created a kind of a shape of Lord Rama, which he represented Lord Rama for him. So he said, fine, Brahmaji, I will put 90% of my powers into this statue of Lord Rama that I had just created, rough statue, and I'll reclaim it after I come back from battle with Bali. So using his yogic powers and his spiritual powers, he transferred 90% of his power into that statue. When Hanumanji transferred 90% of his power into that little statue form, all the power made the statue glow. And seeing the statue glow, Hanumanji felt it to be a blessing from Lord Rama, and he was ready for battle. So then he set out and he reached the fortress, and Bali was there, prepared. He said, come, I'm going to defeat you immediately. And Hanumanji stepped into the ring. And as soon as he stepped into the ring and he looked at Bali, as soon as he looked into Bali's eyes, 50% of Hanumanji's power transferred to Bali. So Hanumanji was carrying only 10% of his powers. That means 5% of Hanumanji's powers transferred to Bali. And Bali, who was standing there, suddenly felt a surge of power, a tectonic surge of power. He felt that the whole power of the world was coming into him. He felt amazing that, my gosh, look at the power in me now. But then suddenly his body started to swell because there was too much power. And then his veins started to pop. And then he felt that, oh my God, this power is just too much. I think my veins are going to burst. And then blood started to come out of his eyes and his nose and his mouth because there was just too much power. And then he felt that his body was going to explode because of the power. Just then suddenly from the ether, Brahma appeared, Lord Brahma appeared, and he said, Bali, listen to me well. Run away from Hanumanji. Run as fast as you can, as far as you can. Run now. Bali he could not even comprehend what was going on. Such amount of power was coursing through him. But he saw Lord Brahma and he heard what he said, and he immediately turned and started to run. And he ran at full speed, ran for hundreds and hundreds of miles. After many hundreds of miles, he was absolutely tired and he fell to the ground and he passed out. Then later on, after some time, he finally woke up, and when he woke up, he was like still in a daze. He didn't know what was going on. His body felt weak and he was shaking. And then Lord Brahma appeared again and told Bali, Bali, do you know what has happened? And Bali looked at Lord Brahma and said, no, I don't. I just thought my whole body was going to explode. It was terrible. It was terrifying. So Lord Brahma said, listen, Bali, listen to me carefully. Before Hanumanji set out to battle you, I asked Hanumanji to leave 90% of his power behind and only carry 10%. And when he came to the battle and he looked into your eyes, only 5% of his power came into your body. And you know what? If you had waited another moment, your body would have exploded with that power. And that is why I asked you to run. So do you realize what would have happened if Hanumanji had come with all of his powers? Bali immediately realized that he was being arrogant and foolish. He said, oh Lord Brahma, I realize my mistake. I was being incredibly arrogant. I have not even 1/100th of the power of Hanumanji. And I scream and shout and I behave belligerently, whereas Lord Hanuman just quietly meditates on Lord Rama. I am ashamed. I want to ask for forgiveness from Hanumanji. Then Bali went to Lord Hanuman, fell on the ground at his feet and asked for his forgiveness and said that he was a fool and he realized his mistake. So Hanumanji forgave him. And Bali in fact prayed to Lord Rama for forgiveness, and through his repentance and his devotion to Lord Rama and his prayers and his spiritual pursuit towards Lord Rama, he finally achieved salvation through Lord Rama only, Bali. And Bali, though he was so powerful, he had a boon from Lord Brahma and he had so much strength, he thought he could defeat anyone in the world. Yet 5% of Hanumanji's powers made him almost explode. How amazing is that? Imagine the power of Hanumanji, and yet his calmness, his humility, his meditation on Lord Rama and not wanting to battle or fight. There's so much to be learned from that. This great and epic battle between Hanumanji and Bali tells us that no matter how much power you have, how much strength you have, arrogance you should never have, because it will be your downfall no matter what. And there is always somebody who is more powerful than you. So do not think about competing all the time. And it also talks about Hanumanji's deep devotion to Lord Rama and his humility and his ability to listen to Lord Brahma even under extreme circumstances where he was so angry. Lord Brahma told him, keep your 90% of your power with Lord Rama. He was going with only 10% of his power, yet he believed in it. He had faith in his Lord Rama, he had faith in what Lord Brahma was telling him, and he went with it. So that's the kind of faith you need to have to succeed in life, to achieve what you want to get to your purpose, your goal, and find it. So I hope you enjoyed this retelling of the battle between Hanuman Ji and Bali. There are many more amazing mythological stories that I'm going to come up with. So stay with me. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. I'll see you next time.